small hole.
There he is.
Oh,
Gudmund.
Hi.
There you are.
hey.
Hey. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. 2 seconds. I need something to get the beer as well.
And I'll get the beer. We're all set, it seems. So cheers and welcome, everyone.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah, 1 second, sorry. That's some fancy beer you got there.
Yeah, it looks like.
No, it's I don't know. I think it's just a huge Estrella.
It's just huge. Okay, yeah, nice. Nice. So I guess, yeah, sorry, the cheers first.
Yep.
Yep.
Cheers.
Yes. So I guess we should get introduced first. Gudmund, well, you better introduce yourself maybe.
That was when we lived around Oslo, and when we moved to Trøndelag, and I realized that it wasn't so many routes there, bolted already. So I either had to start to train or do the same routes over and over and over again. So during 1 year of training, I went from when I moved up there, I had done 1 7C, and after 1 year, I did 8A plus.
Great, that's what we're looking for here, actually, more or less.
Yeah,
but only 27 years. You are the junior here in terms of climbing then, compared to me and Thomas. But obviously we're doing something wrong because we have climbed longer and we are nowhere near 8C. So.
Oh, you probably been near it, but not climbing it.
Probably, yeah. That's very true, very true. So that's you, Gudmund. Vladek, you're well. Introduce yourself, please.
Again. So
again, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a doctor, so no. Actually, at the moment, I work at the climbing gym. I do some marketing and I do photography. And I was working like many years as a coach as well. I quit it actually 1 year ago because of my back injuries. So I wanted to get fit myself and back to climbing again. So I kind of quit the coaching of the professional athletes. And now I have those 2 friends here who are looking forward to climb to 8C. So
yeah.
Yeah, you sort of got thrown out of the big leagues and you're back to, I don't know, Division 8 or something.
Yeah, that's what I could call a professional setback. Yeah.
Yeah.
So your aim is actually to climb 8C?
No.
No, I thought Vladek said it was.
No. Our aim right now, we've been discussing this week actually, what our goal should be, and I mean, my my goal was like to be able to do the training to cope with that. That's my goal.
It's a good start.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good start. Whereas Thomas was more inclined to talking about you get some kind of reward, like a climbing trip or something. Whereas that would be like the reward for reaching the goals, I guess. I don't know. We haven't really come to any conclusion there, but we shouldn't get ahead of ourselves. We also need to know a little bit about Thomas, I guess, if it's possible, because Thomas he gets thrown out of the apartment because his daughter has a party, so he's at the restaurant, so it's a bit loud there.
Okay, so yeah, I'm Thomas. I've been climbing for like 30 years, but I just realized this week I've never been training climbing. So where I'm just, I guess I've been having fun, sort of climbing on the same level for the last 20 years, I think. And I've been, bouldering 7C plus and doing lead routes 7C plus as well. So, but I've never really just, a lot of on-sighting and flashing and just having fun. And for the last 16 years, I've had kids, and the kids take a lot of time. So
Yeah.
but I haven't stopped climbing, and I haven't gained so much weight. And around 50.
Yeah. I got four kids.
Oh
So
my
no
God.
excuses, right?
No excuses.
You just need a bigger house. Yeah.
Yeah. So why I'd like to do this, because Björn and I talked about this when we were drinking beer, and we were like, that would be really interesting to see if sort of two average guys at 50 could actually progress. So that's what, and I wanted to see this. And then Björn said, well, then you have to be involved. And I said, do I really have to be involved? But he convinced me that I should. So that's why I'm here.
Cool.
It's nothing more than that.
Yeah, and I'm a little bit like pretty much like Thomas, with the exception, with the difference that I actually gained like 13, 14 kilos since I was decent 15 years ago. That's not saying I'm considering myself fat in any way, but I'm just heavier. So I'm probably, and also like Thomas, I realized now that we never really trained for climbing. We just climbed a little bit, and like I said last week, that what we considered training was being at the gym.
Yeah.
And it's not training.
No, it's a huge difference. To be at the training gym and training is it's different. But should I just can I say something about weight before we continue?
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's one of the topics I've been studying, and it seems that up to the level of 8C, maybe 8C plus. I haven't had any subjects that have been climbing above 8C plus, so I don't know about that level. But up to that level, it's not possible to say that weight has anything to say for performance. And it's kind of a brain twister, because it's been kind of a truth in climbing that you have to be light to climb hard. But the thing is, I've done some math on it just for fun, and if you are going to lose 5 kilos of weight in 3 months, you need to eat about 15% less than you do to just stay at the same weight. 15%, that's a lot. That means you're hungry and angry all the time.
And no beer.
And no beer. and that's if you weigh, I think I calculated it on a person that weighs 75 kilos and goes down to 70, and that's losing 5 kilos. It will gain him about 12% extra strength. So that's 12% strength in 3 months. And at the same time, he is going to train with the same weight. And as the weight goes down, it's like taking weights off the rack when you're lifting bench presses. So every week he takes a few pounds of weight off the rack, which means he trains with less intensity. So the training he does is worth less. That means you can probably shave off 3 or 4% from that 12, just because he's reducing the weight at the same time. So now he's down to 8% gain from losing those 5 kilos. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then also we know that the intensity on the training is what counts. The harder you train, the better the benefit is. And when you're hungry, you can't. So now he's down to, say, 6% gain. And that is if he is able to keep the same amount of training, not getting sick, and not getting demotivated because he's not eating, and not getting injured. So 6% gain for 3 months of training. I mean, that's lousy training. That's really, really, really lousy training. If you train hard, if you train hard 3 months, you should expect at least 10 or 15% more power.
I do believe what you're saying. However, I'm going to say, coming from 93 kilos, is that skin factor. Skin is skin. And there's a difference to holding on to small holds when you're 79 kilos and when you're 93. Basically, the skin can't take it. My skin can't take it.
No, but that's because you are starting to train now. Your skin will adapt. So your skin will adapt to 90 kilos. My skin
you think
will
so?
Adapt, yeah, and my skin will adapt to 80 kilos. That's the way that's the way our body works. And
whoa, Gudmund, seriously, you need to stop now. You can't just take away all my excuses like that. Come on.
Sorry.
I'm recording this. I can delete it as well. So.
I mean, you invited me. I'm sorry. But
I'm glad.
And just to push you even further towards the end of the cliff. During my travel in up the grades, I started doing 8 days 20 years ago. Then I was about 73 kilos, or about 70. Now I'm about 80 kilos, and I'm doing 80 pluses at the 8C. I have gained.
I love this.
Last year I was no 2 years ago. I was 46 years old, 83 kilos, and I bouldered 8 plus in front.
I love being wrong.
How tall are you?
How tall?
Yeah.
180 something, 82 or 3 or something.
Okay, so same as me, probably. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, but that's a good weight which you gain. It's not weight and weight. So if you if you drink just a beer and do nothing, then you are heavier, but that doesn't help. You don't climb harder.
No, and the last thing is losing weight. You can do that only once. Gaining power, you can do it all your life.
True. Wow. I don't know how to feel about this, but I love being wrong.
No, I've had so many people being angry at me with this. But the math is you can't come around the math.
You can't argue with math.
No, and also we have quite a lot of science backing it as well.
I know some guys they gain like 10 kilos and they climb much harder than 10 years ago. That's true, yeah. Yeah. But you have to gain the right like you have to gain the muscles, just not the
you have
not to be just heavy. Yeah.
You have to do the job, of course.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I have a question for Gudmund, and
Yes.
I was just wondering, when you heard about our project, statistically, what do you think will happen? What were you thinking when you heard about that? Do you think that that they will get injured? They
No.
will get injured like this, or they will? People like
What-
us?
yeah.
What will
What
happen?
would the injury be?
What will the injury be?
Yeah. If you're doing it right, you eat well, you sleep well, and you train smart, you'll be getting strong and fit, and that's it. But if you train too hard too soon, you will get injured. And the thing is, it's again without to simple physiology, because you are restituting slower than you used to do before. It's just a fact. And you have been climbing for so many years that I mean you know how a muscle looks like, right? Okay, so you have kind of I'll just draw a muscle for you.
That's not a muscle, Björn.
Okay, we have something like a muscle here. This is you can see this is a joint, this is the bone, and this is the bone. Okay, so this part here where the muscle is attached to the bone, that's the weakest part. But you have been climbing for so many years that this part is probably pretty strong. This part in the middle, the muscle, it's pretty weak. But and also the insertion from the joint to the muscle is also probably a weak spot, because after only about 2 or 3 weeks with training, the muscle is gaining momentum, because you've probably heard something about muscle memory before, and it's actually true. The muscle remembers that it used to be strong, and that's a problem. And it's actually so true that they've been talking about banning athletes who have been doing doping for the rest of their lives, because they are benefiting from the doping for many years. Yeah, because the muscles remember that they used to be strong. So problem is, when you start to train harder now, you will gain strength pretty quick. But the joints is lacking behind, and it's going to need at least maybe 3 months to half a year to get strong enough for the muscles to be able to use the strength. Okay, so starting to train a lot of strength early in the process is going to make a higher probability for an injury. So the older you get, the more endurance and power endurance you will need to do in the start of the cycle, because the joints is not gaining strength as fast as the muscles.
That's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing, exactly.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So then it shouldn't be a problem. And then
that's actually something that I learned like the other day, that the thing with the doping, that that the like testosterone or anabolic steroids do is that they help the muscle to actually it's not that you create more muscle cells, but the muscle cells can have multiple cores, right? They can increase the number of satellite cells or whatever.
Yeah.
And they stay. Even if you quit doping, you still have the cells.
Yeah.
So that for me is like, if you've been using, you should be banned forever. because you still had the advantage when you start training again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Like that's news for me.
No, it's old news, but it's
Yeah,
not
of course
like,
it is.
it's not very well known. But the process for banning them for lifetime, it's been going on for like 5 or 6 years now at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the second thing I would think is that you need to be careful with power training, not strength training, but power training. Because you need to wait with the power training until the tendons and joints can handle the pressure.
And by power you mean like explosive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have strength. Strength is just lifting something really, really heavy, while power is lifting anything really fast.
Yeah.
And that's also because if you don't do anything with power training, because you're going to need to do a lot of power training, but later on, but it's physiologically, if you don't do power training, the power in the muscle will decrease with about 17% per year from the age of 25.
Oh, already 25. Okay.
Wow.
So the best
25. That was a long time ago.
yeah,
A lifetime
that was
ago.
Like, yeah, that was like let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's about 4 kids ago. Yeah.
Wow.
But learning to do power training for climbing is rather difficult, but doing it right, you will gain a lot of it.
Yeah.
And I think the last thing I would emphasize is to do more off the wall core and stability training than you want to do.
Here we are.
We are doing exactly that.
Yeah, perfect. You have a good way.
We have a good coach, but we do way more than we want to.
Yeah.
Which is good.
I'm happy you hear that from other person as well now. So thank you.
Oh, my pleasure.
That's sort of the first thing that Vladek said about this 6-week period we're in now. That you're probably not going to like it because it's not a lot of climbing. it's a lot of other things, and the climbing is we have no like free climbing. Like it's more like when you climb you should lock off, or you should do this, or you should do that. It's nothing, just climbing. It's just training.
Yeah, he's more strict than I am, but that's probably fine. And if he told you 6 weeks, he's either sneaky or he's lying. But
he said 4 to 6 weeks, but I don't know.
No.
Okay.
Didn't you?
I would say like 6 months or for the next year or something. So.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I have to leave you, but this was great. Thanks for joining us, Gudmund. Really interesting. Hope to see you again.
My pleasure.
Next
Bye.
week, Thomas. We see.
Ciao, Thomas.